Okay, today I decided instead of going through the tote, I decided I was going to go see what was in a stack of project totes that I've got. But before that, I took these squares of the last day or so and I evened them up. They're 4.5 inches. I squared them up nice. And then I get out my blue, this over this way so you can see it. I get out the blue strips that are cut 1.5 inches wide, and I'm going to be putting these around. I'm either going to do, like I said, a half log cabin or a full log cabin type block. I'm not sure which way it'll go, but I've got those out. So now I can assign those a number and put those in a project tote. I don't know if I'll start sewing it right away. And then, first thing I found on that pile of stuff to deal with was a tiny little quilt. Don't look at it too close because the piecing is absolutely horrendous. But it was on the yellow, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another yellow border. There was also some Dream Cotton batting. I can piece a couple of strips of this together to make a batting for it. It's nice and thin, so that'll work good. So I think that's the next thing I'm going to be working on, is getting this. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to bind it with yellow or if I want to bind it with blue. There's enough for the blue and the yellow to use for the backing too. So I've got that project to work on. And then I found these pieces here. This does have kind of a pattern with it sketched out, but actually what I was actually going to do with it, I'm not really sure. Well, there's a 3.5 there, cut 2.5 by 3 inches, which would be this piece here, and then I need 3 more pieces to go with it. It just says scraps, so I'm going to put that aside. Leave it in the envelope with the directions and put that aside and work on that at some point in the future. I'll put that with the other projects up on the top shelf that are not really started, but something I want to do eventually. So that will go over on the top shelf. The next thing in the pile was another scrap quilt. I number my projects so I can find them. They were all in order. And this one here is going to be, okay, here's a picture of the quilt. And the directions are on, Tiffany's Quilting Life. It's her YouTube channel is Tiffany's Quilting Life, and the pattern is called Strings of Illusion. So as you can see, I've got these started, and that's as far as they got, but I have plenty of strips to continue working on this when I get around to it. So that's going to go on the shelf with numbered projects. In the past, I had all my numbered projects in order, so if I wanted to work on quilt 63, I could go right over there and find it. Right now, they are just a total mixed up mess. But that's one thing I'm working on, is getting them ordered. Then, these are what I use for project totes. They're a good size. What are they? They're about 14 by 11, 2-3 inches deep. And here's, if you see on the end, how I number them. I think this might be backwards, but so this quilt is called Let's Quilt, and it's project number 7. With it is the pattern. You make strips, and then you put and here's the strips that I'm going to use. This is going to be really pretty. They're prints with gold highlights in them. I just absolutely love fabrics with metallic highlights. And then to go with it, the darker pieces across, I've got this gold here. And I think this is going to be so pretty. It should be a quick pattern to work out. But for now, this is project 7. It is going on the shelf until I can get them all in order. So that's going over yonder. next tote down. And there's another one. This one says Missouri Star Challenge. Several years ago. Okay, it's got a date on it. 2013. You could buy charm packs, and you could buy as many as you wanted, and you were supposed to design a quilt and then, you know, show your finished quilt with the pattern and then pick some winners. Well, this is as far as I got. I did design a quilt. Basically, you cut a piece in half and then cut a charm square in half diagonally and add this piece of mustard colored fabric in strips like this, and then have them go this way. Well, that's as far as I got. There's another design here where I thought about maybe using cornerstones in it. Like I said, that's as far as I... But this one does have a number. And it, like I said, every time I find one of these, I just want to stop what I'm doing and start working on it. But I haven't been. I've been trying to work on the ones I've already got out. So this is also going on the shelf. This one is number 22. Over on the shelf. Eventually, I will have them all in order again. The next tote in this pile does not have a label, so I don't know what it is. Okay, a whole slew of, looks like waist half square triangles of different colors. And a bunch of patterns that use half square triangles. I don't think I ever figured out how I was going to use them, but these are going to go in the tote, probably with the squares, till I can figure out, you know, get these organized. So I'll just put this over in another tote so I can get this emptied out. Okay, and I've got a double wedding ring book and a stack of double wedding ring pieces. This is one of those projects that I picked up somewhere, and I thought this looked really good, and it was going to go to, it had the book, it had some of them already started, and I thought this would be a really quick thing to make. Had templates with it. What I found out was the pieces are not the same size as the pieces in the book. Of course, there were different sizes than the templates in the book. Nowhere near the same size. Here's another one that's smaller. So I'm not, you know, and that's why this one got put away, because it wasn't as easy as it looked like it was going to be. But this will be put in a bag because it's all together. It's got all these pieces with it. And here's some more arcs set out, probably to go on the end of those. I am going to probably leave this in here and label it, so I'll know what it is without taking it out again. And this, I don't know. This looks like a couple of pieces of fabric, because I don't know what that is or its purpose. It's going to get folded and go on the shelf. So that will be put with yardage. Some webbing to make straps for a bag. I'll put that over there for now. Here's a couple of... Okay. The quilt store I go to has a swimming pool just inside the front door. And when they get down to like the end of a bolt of fabric, what they do is they cut these pieces. They're about 10 by 12 inches, but they vary, you know, because they're just the end of the bolt strip. So that's a couple of these. And I was buying these, and I would usually try to get two colors that looked good together, because I was using them for my miniature hexagon quilt, and these two do, so I'm going to keep those together. Maybe that's the next one I'll cut out for my mini hexagon. That's going in the pile where I've got the rest of these. That you can't see, it's over here, but they're going over there. Somewhere there's a tote where I have a bunch of those. Then I have no idea why there's a paper towel with a bunch of pins in it, but there is. Now, and then there's a basket. I remember making this for something. I don't remember what. seems to me there was some challenge or something. I don't know if you can see it. There's a picture of it. And it's a log cabin with hexagon flowers in it. I remember. But all I've got is this square. That's got to go somewhere, but I'm not really sure where to put. Somewhere I have a tote that has odd and end blocks in it. And that's where that will end up going. But I don't know where that is. I haven't found that yet. So for now, we will put that over here. This will get a label and go on the shelf. And these will be folded and go with this fabric stash on the shelf. There's one more in this pile. There's the heavy one. Whoops, you're discovering these with me here today. I'm not, what's the cheesecloth? I don't know why. Package of cheesecloth. That I'm probably going to take to the thrift store I work out and donate it because I don't know what I had it for. And I don't see any pattern with this. I don't think. What's this papers down the bottom? Okay. Glasses so I can see what I'm doing. This, okay. Something I bought from Missouri Star. When? 2015. So this has been in here for 10 years. It was a dark fat quarter bundle of shades of fabric. Now this is the label. It's Riley Blake. So 16 pieces per bundle. They're fat quarters and there's 16 of them. It seems how I don't see a pattern with these. Even though they're kind of neat, all colors. I have a choice. I can either keep them together and put them somewhere, or what I am going to do is fold them and add them to stash. Because I'm tired of all these containers. And here's, looks like more fat quarters. Oh, you know, I think I got these for something, but I don't see the pattern I want to use it for. I'm pretty sure I bought these, and I think the pattern was in, a magazine. So the question is, do I keep these together for now and see if I could find the magazine or put them in stash? I got one large piece of background, and then I've got these smaller pieces. Decisions. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about this one too. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to fold these. I'm going to fold this. And I'm going to work on this little miniature quilt next. And that's it for today. That's what I've discovered so well. Actually, I got one more. I got a package of 600 1-inch hexagons. I do like paper piecing. So, no plan. Anyway, that'll go. I know I've got some more hexagons. That'll go with those. And I have one small tote. I used to have my thread in here until I discovered a better way of sorting thread. I guess that's for another day. So that's it today. I've got to get these folded and put away. Bye-bye.